Willie D Live.
What's up, family? Charlemagne the God has called out Donald Trump, your president, attack on him, calling out the administration's authoritarian strategy while reiterating that the president has failed to focus on what he promised during the campaign. Charlemagne appeared on Laura Trump's Fox News show on Saturday, telling Trump's daughter-in-law that he thinks traditional conservatives would take the Republican Party back while pointing to Trump's handling of the Jeffrey Epstein case. They know this is the issue that has gotten the base riled up. The MAGA base isn't letting this issue go, and for the first time, they know they can probably take their party back and not piss off the MAGA base, Charlemagne said on the show. That set Trump off. Called the homie Charlemagne a low IQ sleazeball. Now you know Charlotte had to bust back. Charlotte hopped on the Breakfast Club today and gave Donald Trump Donkey of the Day. I ain't got no problem with that. He should make a special category and call it Donkey of Every Day. After Charlemagne gave him Donkey of the Day, Trump was quick to hop on his failed Truth Social network and say this: last week's jobs report was rigged, just like the numbers prior to the presidential election were rigged. That's why, in both cases, there was massive record-setting revisions in favor of the radical left Democrats. Those big adjustments were made to cover up and level out the fake political numbers that were concocted in order to make a great Republican success look less stellar. I will pick an exceptional replacement. Thank you for your attention to this matter. MAGA. This dude has taken the Oval Office to an all-time low. It can't go no more. I'm talking about total disrespect, lack of decorum, lack of any type of class, integrity. It's gone. Even the people who speak for him, they often use profanity when they don't like a question that's asked to them or somebody makes a statement. They pretty much are like little Trump minions. And they say these type of things because, you know, fam, the standard has been removed. There just ain't no class whatsoever. America is the laughing stock of the world. I don't care if America still got a bunch of money and a great military. It's still the laughing stock of the world. Just because you got money and power don't absolve you from making a damn fool out of yourself. Trump got mad and went to getting into his feelings. He started talking emotions while Charlemagne spoke facts. Trump talked about how unemployment is down. Charlemagne gave him facts, proving that unemployment is not down, it's actually up. And firing the woman who keep the stats is not going to somehow make unemployment go down. The reality is unemployment is still up no matter who he goes and hire as her replacement. No matter how he tries to spin it, the prices of groceries continue to go up, not down. The price of gasoline is going up, not down. Charlemagne also challenged Donald Trump's contention that he ended 5 wars, as well as his claim that U.S. strikes on Iran had wiped out its nuclear capabilities. As for Trump's claim that he had closed the border, Charlemagne said, "You have definitely made the border harder to cross. But saying it's closed is false and ignores everyone coming over seeking legal asylum. By the way, I want border security. I want you to keep your promise of deporting illegals and criminals. But since Homeland Security started to work to deport more people, immigrants with legal status or no criminal history are being detained and deported too. That's not right. Charlemagne then went on to dispute Trump's claim that he has created the greatest economy where prices and inflation have come way down. And check this out, family. Charlemagne noted that Trump issued an executive order directing oversight of institutions like the Smithsonian to remove or suppress narratives about systemic racism in Black history. They want to reframe cultural memory to eliminate discussions of historical racial injustice that, along with the termination of diversity and civil rights programs, are considered very racist by a lot of civil rights advocates. I didn't even bring that up. Okay, I was just talking about your base. Letting your base know that you haven't kept the promises you made in regards to the economy. In fact, you've made things worse. He noted that Trump's enlistment of Elon Musk to make widespread cuts across the federal government, leading to the firing of federal workers. He noted Trump's enlistment of Elon Musk to make widespread cuts across the federal government, leading to the firing of federal workers. President Trump, now you're doing exactly what the Biden administration did, trying to convince the American people that the economy is all good when it's not. Maybe for people in a certain tax bracket, but for the majority of your constituents who aren't in the 1%, it's not all good, he said. So you can hire a new labor statistics chief to lie about the numbers. It won't stop the reality of people being unemployed. You can tell falsehoods about inflation being down. It won't stop the reality of the price of consumer goods being high because of tariffs you implemented. Charlemagne finished by saying, I don't care who's in the White House. I want America to succeed, believe it or not. I'm rooting for you, but I need you focused. And right now you're not focused. I need you to keep the promises of a great economy and the promises of transparency with the Epstein files. And I don't want us as a people to be distracted. You know, Trump seems to spend most of his time engaging in petty beefs, golfing, and creating chaos where there's none. He gets off on rolling back civil rights legislation. Anything that is a symbol of pride for Black people becomes a target to Donald Trump. It seems like he goes out of his way to inflict pain and suffering on people. It's like he goes out of his way to do it. It's like it's not necessary. He just kind of goes out of his way to do it. And he sits there and he acts like he's a victim. What I tell you all the time, everything that Trump and his supporters accuse others of doing, they're usually guilty of themselves. If he tells you somebody's cheating, he's probably cheating. He don't want you looking at him. He wants you to focus on them. Well, they cheat. So you watching them and you watching, but he over here cheating the whole time. He over there sticking his hand in your pocket and robbing you without a gun the entire time. There has never been language used, such foul language used on such a consistent basis coming out of the White House. I mean, like, they just foul, fam. Like, no class whatsoever. Just foul. I get it, fam. You know, everybody cuss, you know. But there's a time and place for everything. And they don't seem to have any discretion. It's really sad, fam. I don't know where we gonna end up with this, fam. Like, this dude got 3.5 more years, at least. Let us pray. No more talk.